Because Senate Bill 3 exists, there's going to be intense pressure to have wind power plants on the coast. Now, who's going to pay for the higher costs of wind power? It's North Carolinians. It's not the utility companies. Utility companies aren't crying over this because they pass on the cost to electricity customers. This is simply and by the way, Senate Bill 3 has provisions in the bill that recognizes the fact that you're going to pay more for electricity. This isn't a debate about whether or not Senate Bill 3 is going to impose greater costs. It is going to. In fact, the bill has to, since it's going to cost so much money, the bill literally had to create caps as to how much more money utilities could charge you as electricity customers. So there are caps in place. But that's the good news. It might be possible they eliminate those caps and you can wind up paying who knows how much more money in your electricity bill. It is just, like I said, an energy tax. Who gets hurt the most when energy prices are very high? Well, I'll tell you who gets hurt the most. The poor get hurt the most because there's a disproportionate impact on the poor because a greater percentage of their disposable income goes towards energy. So this doesn't take into account that particular harm. And the key point that I want to make is not that this is this opposition to wind power. I don't care if we get electricity from wind power or coal or natural gas or nuclear power. It doesn't matter. The key point here is that you've got a mandate for wind power. If you didn't have the mandate, we wouldn't be having this discussion today because there wouldn't be any proposed wind power plants today. Even with all the subsidies the wind power gets, we wouldn't be discussing it because the subsidies by themselves wasn't enough. The state had to mandate that utilities use wind in order to generate electricity. And then finally, so my recommendation is simply to eliminate the mandate.